this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and today I want to prepare for the Junk Journal July, which is hosted by Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. And if you want to participate, I'll have a link in the description, and it'll take you to Meg's channel, and in there it'll have a link where you can get like the information, like a downloadable digital with all the prompts and freebies and things like that. So Meg, along with some of the other participants, they're making like an accordion style journal, but I don't know, I just I decided to be a little bit different, and so I decided to make my journal out of like a scrap, or it's a packaging. It's just a cardboard box, and I'm taking some Amazon packaging and I'm just going to glue around the edges of it. And I made like a 3-inch spine, and I think my journal measures I think it's a 9 by 6 or something like that. I decided to just cut along the edges of whatever the size of the original box was, and I just left it at that tall, the height of what it was. So here I'm just, it's easy for me to just cut out the covers, the front and the back, and then create my spine, and then just glue the stuff to the Amazon packaging, and then just kind of go around the edges with it using some Mod Podge. And since Mod Podge takes a little while to dry, I just decided to break out my little clips that I got from the Dollar Tree. I use those a lot sometimes in my crafts. They really do come in handy. So yeah, I'm just going around the edges of all of those, and to hold it in place, I'm using those little clips and stuff like that. And in a little while you'll see I'm going to be adding some infusions and stuff like that. But while I'm showing you the cover part of it, I want to just kind of walk you through with my plans. I'm probably going to start doing my Junk Journal July on like Mondays and maybe some Thursdays, I don't know, because since July 1st starts, I think it's the Monday, yeah. So that's probably when I'll start doing my Junk Journal Julys. And then, so yeah, so now you see me getting ready to use some infusions so I can add some color to the cover. And the cover is actually still wet. I've still got glue on there, but since it takes forever for the glue to dry, I was like, I'm gonna have to wait to let it dry again, even after using the infusions. And I get kind of impatient when I'm crafting, so I was like, well, since it's gonna have to dry overnight anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it and do what I gotta do. So I just added some infusions on both sides of the cover just to go ahead and get it done, and then it can just dry. I just kind of hung it like over a towel and like kind of let it dry that way. And I tried to paint in some of the crevices for the top and the bottom, you know. So, and then for my pages, I literally just got some like scrap papers and like coffee and tea dye papers and junk mail. I think I've got some jelly printed papers in there, stuff from a book that I gotten from like the thrift shop. And because whenever I make journals, I like to have different types of papers, whether it's tracing paper, watercolor paper, just different textures, different textiles, different things like that. Now I don't really have different textiles in this, because this is, even though it's technically, it's still kind of a no-sew journal because I didn't really sew in my spine, and you'll see it in a little while when I get to it. But it doesn't really have any, it has a little bit of stitching in it, and you'll see in a little bit, only on just like a couple of pages from some of the envelopes and things that I created in here. But I'm just gathering up several different pages, and I don't even know how many I put in here for each signature, but I'm just putting different ones in, and then I'm cutting them to the size to fit inside the journal, so that it's not like coming out the side, you know. And I kind of grouped them together using the clip, and then I just put them in my paper trimmer and just trimmed them down to size so that they could all be in sync with each other with the right size. And so now what I'm doing is I'm taking some scraps of paper and I'm going to kind of collage them on some of the like newspaper and things like that. But actually, before I do that, I forgot this part. I'm making a pocket, and I use the inside, the black portion of like a mailer, and I just flipped it inside out and then decided to stitch it together. And then to cover up some of that bold modern day like cell phone cricket mailer, I'm just adding bits and pieces of different scrap papers and stuff like that, just to kind of cover it up, because it's too modern for me. I love the vintage vibe. So yeah, I took a another envelope that I had tea dyed earlier, and I'm just stitching it on, and I've just stitched on some of the papers, and just to kind of use up my scraps. I mean, I've got so many scraps. That's the good thing about using this or doing this challenge, is you get the opportunity to use up a lot of scraps. So, and I've got plenty. So so here I'm just basically distressing some stuff. Now, I didn't distress everything, all my pages, like I like to do, because it was just too time consuming and I just didn't have time. So, but I just wanted to go ahead and mainly just get the journal made so I could start on my prompts. But yeah, and so here I am. I'm just gonna glue on my spine, the inner and outer spine, and some pockets on the inside of the journal. And that came from the Tim Holtz, I think it's the Paper Stash Wallflowers or something like that. So here I am. I'm punching my holes because I'm going to be using some elastic binding, and so that I can have removable signatures. And if you look carefully, I put my my eyelid in wrong. That one right there, I put it in wrong because I put it, the outside portion, or the part that's supposed to show on the outside, I put it on the inside. So, but the rest of the other three are correct. So, but it's my journal, so other than me, no one's going to really see it. So, and I'm just adding my elastic binding, and I just ran the elastic through both ends and just tied it at the top. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll put a clip on one end so that I can pull from the other end, because when you try to pull it, it'll come out the hole. So as you can see, it kept coming out. So I had to go through that like several times. But okay, I think I'm finally getting ready to get it on this one. Yeah, I think I finally got it. Finally. So we got that situated, and then now I'm getting ready to put my signatures in here. So and then I'm getting ready to decorate the cover. And like I said, I gathered up some different scraps, and I distressed all my edges, and I even took bits and pieces of the printout that I'd gotten from at Meg Journals and Get Messy Art, because I love that the Junk Journal July cover, like that part right there. I really love that, and I was like, I'm going to use that. So yeah, I just added some bits and bobs just to kind of, you know, make it kind of blend or get pieced together pretty neatly. So once again, using my Mod Podge. I could use art glitter glue, or I could use paste, but I don't know, it was just quicker for me to use the Mod Podge. But you can use any kind of glue you have when you're making your journals. Usually I don't even use Mod Podge, which is weird, but yeah, it was handy, and so that's what I grabbed. So and I'm just aligning all my little bits and pieces, trying to make them fit and look decent. So I hope you guys are going to be participating as well, because it's really fun. And when you do it and you see other people's creations, it really gives you great ideas and inspiration. That's why I love these challenges and stuff like that, because they're so much fun. Because I'm always open to several different ideas. I love to learn from other people, and I like to try to make what they make, just to see if I can do it, and maybe even add my own little spin to it, you know. So, and then here I am just tying my two little old leftovers, and I'm getting ready to put my signatures in here, and we're almost complete. So, and I'm going to be adding my some of the ephemera that I made from previous videos, and I'll have a link in the description if I remember of some of the stuff that I added in here. Yeah, like this little clip that I'm adding on here. I made that a few months ago, I think, and like I said, I have a link in the description. I made it, and the pocket that I'm getting ready to add, I think I made those around on the same video. And those were real fun. A lot of those were from like die cut negatives and things like that, and I just kind of stitched around them, added some stamping, and I think I added some, I forgot what all I added to it. But anyway, this is pretty much it. Here's the journal, and we have our collage of different things on here. And I like that stamp right there, that Tuesday, July, whatever that is. I thought that was perfectly fitting since this is Junk Journal July. And the back of my journal is pretty plain, but I'm satisfied. It's plain. The journal really is kind of plain anyway. It's, you know, I don't have a whole lot of stuff in there because I wanted to give it room to build up. So, and I want to practice when I'm doing my Junk Journal July. I want to practice like other ideas that I haven't tried out, like Pinterest ideas, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, blog. Like, I just want to try things that I haven't tried before in some of these with these prompts. So that's my goal. And I'm just kind of speeding through here just to kind of show you the pages that are in here. And there's a little pocket, and I stitched in some flowers in the center of that signature. And those are just different pages. And here's one of my Amazon leftovers, scraps that I created using created the envelope and added it in there. And then, you know, gel prints and stuff. I didn't stitch that side because my sewing machine, I need a new pair of eyes because I try to get my husband to rethread my sewing machine, but neither one of us could do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And once again, if you're interested, I'll have a link in the description of how you can also participate in the Junk Journal July. And I thank you guys so much for watching.